Hi guys, Tech James here. In this video I will be showing you guys how to use a hard drive on your PlayStation 2 and load backup games off of it. So this is actually the kind of like adapter I will be using. You must have a network adapter to your PlayStation 2 for this to work. This was actually sent to me by Banggood, so if you guys wish to buy it, the exact same one I'm going to use in this video, there will be a link to it in the description. Now sometimes you get ones that support IDE hard drives, they're the official ones. This is actually a fairly newer one which supports SATA drives. There's only one problem with this. It does actually have a network kind of like sticker on it. But if I peel this off, you'll find out it's actually fake. This does not actually support kind of like Ethernet cables and stuff like that. So I'll try and take it off to show you. It's quite a hard sticker to take off. Now I'm not really sure why they have the port on here in the first place. It seems a bit pointless. But yeah, if you're buying one of these off Banggood, they do not support Ethernet cables. You cannot play online using this. All you can do is use it for connecting your SATA hard drive and then playing games off of it. So there you go guys, that is what it looks like with the sticker off. It literally does look like a network port, but it isn't. This is just plastic. This will not work. So yeah, what we're going to use this for is connecting our SATA hard drive to our PS2, and then we can load backup games off the SATA hard drive. If you have an IDE version of this, like the official version, you can follow along with this tutorial as well. So this is the hard drive I'm going to be using. This is a Seagate 60GB hard drive. Now this pretty much supports every hard drive size, so like 40GB, 60GB, 80GB, right up to 2TB. There is one thing we actually need to note down, and this is the hard drive's model number. We will need to note this down because there is a website which tells us if a hard drive is compatible or not. So as you can see, my model number is ST968112AS. You can actually ignore the S on the end sometimes. That means SATA. So if it's an IDE drive, it won't have an S on there. But I will be showing you what to do once you've got your model number, once we're over on our computer. You must also have a copy of MCBoot installed onto a PlayStation 2 memory card. Mine is right here. It doesn't have to be the latest version. It just has to be one that has OPL on there. So OPL actually comes by default. That is the software we will use to launch the games. We also need something to connect our hard drive to our PC. So right here I've just got a USB to SATA adapter. So what I will do is connect up my hard drive, and then I can connect this onto my computer. So this is everything that you need. Now once you've got your hard drive and it's plugged in to your adapter, or you're just connecting it to your PC via SATA, go and plug this into your PC and I will show you guys what to do next. Right guys, so over on your computer, the first link we will need to go to is the PS2 hard drive compatibility chart. Basically what this webpage does is checks to see if our hard drive is compatible with our PlayStation 2. So it checks to see if we can actually load games off of it. So what you want to do here is just fill out your hard drive information and just check if it's on here. There is a chance it will be, and someone else has probably tested it to see if it works. So as you can see, there's lots of them that say they don't work, they do work. So we're going to put in my hard drive and let's see if it works. So first of all, we need to choose the brand. Mine is a Seagate one. Now we need to enter in the model number. This is actually my one right now, the ST968112AS. So if we just press enter on that. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be existing right now, so what I might do is just backspace on the S, because that stands for SATA, enter again, and here you go, we've got one. So it was added in 2011, the Seagate, and it works, it fits, and it works, and it looks all good. So yeah, my hard drive seems to be working. Obviously we will be testing out, of course, but you can actually submit your own. So I could submit the SATA version. Obviously they tried the IDE version and got it working, so I could submit the SATA one if you want to. So if you do test out your hard drive and it works, you can fill out this quickly just so they know it works correctly. But once you've sorted out this and you know your hard drive works, go to the second link in the description, because we will need to download a copy of WinHIIP. What WinHIIP does is let us format our PlayStation 2 hard drive and then add the games to it. So just go and scroll down, look for the download section highlighted in yellow, and just click on the RAR file right here and it will begin downloading. You will need WinRAR to open this because it is a RAR file. Next, we need to go to the search bar on our computer and we need to type in hard disk. This is because we need to format our hard drive. So just click on this. So if you get a message like this, just literally click on OK, because we will need to completely format it anyway. So where it says unallocated here, we can actually allocate something. So let's just do next, 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 finish. Okay, so as you can see, it's a completely blank drive. But what I'm going to do, because some of your hard drives might actually be like this, you want to just right click and just go on delete volume. Then just click yes. And there you go. You must have a hard drive that looks exactly like this. So disk 1, or make sure you do not do this on your main hard drive, by the way. So as you can see, mine's disk 1, 60 gigabytes, completely unallocated. It must look like that for it to work. Okay, so once it's unallocated and looking like this, we can now close out of the disk management, and we want to go to our downloads folder and find our WinHIIP program. So first of all, select the WinHIIP RAR file, right click it, and then select extract to WinHIIP version 1.7.6. It's then just going to put it into a file folder for us. Double click to open up the file folder. Now with WinHIIP.exe, you want to right click and run as administrator. If you do not do this, you're probably going to get some problems with it. So it's going to come up this page. It says make a donation. It's up to you. Just click on OK because it is completely free software. From here, we just want to go to options and make sure this is selected, 48-bit. Make sure these two files are selected, and make sure enable patched HDLs is selected, and just click on OK. Go to select hard drive and make sure you do not select your main one. Select the one that you're going to use with your PlayStation 2. Mine is 60 gigabytes, so I know it's going to be this one. So just click on that. It's going to come up this, master boot record is missing, just click on OK. So now what we need to do next is just click on format drive. You can actually choose the HD loader, 28-bit or 48-bit. Sometimes 48-bit will come up. For me, it hasn't. So you can just choose either one, I guess. And I'll just click on OK. Now just click on yes for format and then OK. And it's going to format it into the PlayStation 2's format. So the PlayStation 2 will be able to read games off of it. So there you go, settings have been created. Just click on OK, click on OK again, and we should now be able to add our games without any problems. So what we're going to do is just click on add images right here, and then click add image files. Now just click on add images again. This is going to bring you out to your downloads folder or wherever you want, and now we can just select both of our games and just click on open. So now both of our games are currently waiting. We will be able to add these over onto our PlayStation 2's hard drive. It will say the sizes of them here. So this one's 4 GB, this one's 1 GB, and we can just click on start. Now this might take quite a while. It's going to count up the time and tell you in a second. But yeah, it's going to take quite a long time to copy these across. Obviously these are 2 games. You can do as many games as you want. I'm pretty sure it's up to 260 games you can fit on one of these hard drives. That's just how much the PS2 will load, I guess, of a game and how much works with the software. So let's just wait for this to copy across, and I will be back when it's done. Alright, so both of my PlayStation 2 ISOs have now been copied across. That didn't actually take too long. I can't exactly remember, maybe 5 minutes or something. Obviously Dark Watch took longer because it's a bigger game, and Vampire Knights was like a gigabyte game and it only took a minute. So we're just going to click on OK on this page, and now I'm pretty much done. You can see all of the games you have on here, you can see the status of them, you can see the size, the type of them, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So once we've got these games copied across, we can actually just click on exit because we are now done with WinHIIP, and we can actually put the hard drive into our PlayStation 2, load up the games with OPL, and let's see if they actually work. Okay, so once we're back off the PC, we can actually just disconnect this, and we can now put it into our GameStar network adapter. Now if you have the IDE one or the SATA one, it's very simple. You just need to plug it in exactly like this. Now sometimes when you buy these things, they do actually have a plastic cover on there, so make sure to take that off because you don't want to leave it on, and try and connect it up to your PlayStation 2. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just connect it to our PlayStation. So just put it in like this, just rest it there, and just simply go and plug it in. There are actually 2 just small screws you can do up down here. You don't even have to do them up tight. You could actually just do it up with your fingers slightly if you want to. It's entirely up to you. If you're going to be taking out a lot, you don't even really have to do it up because they do connect in there quite well. So what we're going to do is turn on our PlayStation 2. Just make sure your FreeMCBoot memory card is plugged in. Okay guys, so it's set up, it's got the memory card with MCBoot plugged in, and it's also got the hard drive plugged in. There is no game in the disk tray, so let's just go ahead and just power it up. Right guys, so over on MCBoot, this is actually a brand new copy. It's not the latest version, but it pretty much does exactly what we need. You should be able to find OpenPS2Loader. So what you want to do is just press X to load this up. This is actually a default application which is installed when you install MCBoot onto a new memory card. So before we do anything, you want to go up to settings and just press on X. Scroll down and we're looking for the hard drive device start mode. Now this might be off by normal, so just press X on it, and if it's on off like this one, just scroll up and down using D-pad, and you want to set it to manual or auto. I prefer it on manual, so once you've got it set on that, just press X, and now you can just press on circle to go back. Now what we need to do is press circle to enter to the games list. Now once you're on the games list like this, you have to press X to start your hard drive. So now it's going to begin reading your hard drive. You might hear it boot up. Just wait a couple of seconds and it's going to boot up both of your games. So I wanted to make this video as simple as possible. I will be showing you how to add covers and icons and all of that stuff soon. But you can actually press triangle to open up game settings. There's a few things you can change in here. You can also press X to run, and if you press start, it just goes back to the main menu. So now we can start up one of our games. I'm just going to choose Dark Watch, and you just simply press X to boot it up. So it should boot it up basically like the same speed it would as you're playing a real disc. If it's a bit slower, maybe you got the wrong ISO or something if it's crashing, but I'm not too sure. So here we go, we've got Dark Watch running. Now I'm pretty sure this will be the same speed on the disc, maybe even the loading times are a bit faster, which is a really cool thing. But yeah, you can play this game, it works perfectly fine, and you can save to the memory card. It's just like playing a disc. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.